And we have teams approaching. Once again, our two teams that are now entering our field of vision are 1538, Team Fairy Tale, and Team 4990, the Gear Freaks. Teams.
And while they are getting set up, I'm going to hand to Zeke, who's just arrived.
As we have a short staff change, we hope that everyone is enjoying their day today, and we hope that everyone has been tuning in, sharing it, keep making sure that all of your teams are together and are ready to go. If you're going to see us at any of the other events, please let us know. We would love to see you all next week and in the following weeks at all these other events that we are having. I know.
Yeah, next week we're having 3 events at the same time, so a lot less downtime, a lot more robot, a lot more commentating for me. It's going to be a lot of fun to see robots from all over the Chesapeake area and DC, Virginia, all competing.
I'm waiting on seeing Majin show up to compete. I've spoken to a few of my FTC teams. I'm mostly in contact with my FRC teams. But a few of my FTC teams have reached out.
We don't really. There's not that much presence up here or in New England for that matter.
There's no FTC in Maine. There's no program delivery partner in Maine. But in Massachusetts, FTC is super strong. New Hampshire, FTC is super strong. It's just not run New England. It's run through affiliate partners that are local to each state.
Yeah, Maine is a pretty big. Maine's mostly FRC.
Yeah. Maine just does an affiliate partner, so I've been keeping track of that for another thing I do, but it's I think it's one of the only states without an affiliate partner.
Also, just for anyone who's about to graduate out of their schools, you can still be a part of FIRST. Our alumni programs do run really strong. Personally speaking, me and Ishan are both alumni ambassadors. We are able to give back to our team by participating at events still. By both of us being here as commentators today, we are able to donate back to our teams and give grants back to our teams so that way everyone still gets to be involved. Just because you are aging out of your specific program group does not mean you have aged out of FIRST. There are also plenty of spots available as mentors, referees, and all sorts of other program staff. Look at these team uniforms coming out. Team shirts, team jerseys, everyone's ready to go.
It looks like the orange one is going to be Team 308, Fairy Tale. And the other one is Team 4991, the Gear Freaks.
Let's see if Fairy Tale can bring out a fairy tale ending with this round. We want to see all the points. We want to see all the bots. We've seen some amazing performances earlier today from our various teams. Love to see some more. Our wonderful ref doing what he does best, getting ready to start the show off. as our teams are getting ready, does anyone have any highlights from this, from today's events that they want to talk about?
I mean, the 174 matches were great.
I still like that 70 finisher for the.
That was really nice.
That was a beautiful score for the finish.
And in the next match, they had an 80-point auto.
Yeah. The auto has definitely been key, but I still think that 100 plus teleop is what's.
Oh, that 116
Yeah.
played?
Like we're getting some finishing touches on our robots, and we should be able to begin.
Always have to put the finishing touches. If you don't put the finishing touches, then it goes wrong. Everybody knows it's a few centimeters is all it takes.
That's true.
Especially with those PVC pipes. Those things are tiny, and we've seen that you can hit it at the wrong angle and it won't budge an inch. Scorekeepers, we are looking for our points as well. So if they miss and it goes in our goal, we want our points. But let's see, as our referee seems to be going through his final questions with people and final comments and concerns, we will await randomization and the beginning play. Mental double checking. See, I wish we could hear the field. I just want to hear some like short commentary.
Oh, what, Lux audio kind of thing?
Yeah,
something like that.
A little bit. Teams, if you're here, if you're with us, let us know who you are. Let us know where you're from. We want to hear all about your teams. It is all about you. The whole purpose of these events is for you. Yes, it's fun for us to see, but it's a highlight of your work and your dedication sport into these events. If you all weren't participating, if your bots weren't playing, it wouldn't be first.
That's true.
And we have setup B with one ring. Setup B, as we are getting ready to go into the autonomous period, our referee is doing a final check before clearing the field. Uh-oh. Little fumble. And let's see them off.
All right, match looks like setup.
Robots are away. As we go on to setup A, let's see what starts to happen in this first autonomous period. Ooh. Just to the side. Just to the side. Almost on there. There's a slight readjustment needed. And it's
put the wobble go in the wrong place.
So it's at least still going to be in play, but they get parking points.
They get the parking points. That's it from them.
And as we get ready to approach the teleop mode, let's see what these
Driver,
teams have to
pick up
do
your
and have
controller.
to say about this match?
3, 2, 1.
49-91 finally moving again.
Coming in the game, firing. They got the doodle eyes. Let's see if the doodle eyes can see. Visualize your target.
They've had googly eyes on their robot for the past couple of years. That's just a thing that their team does. I'm interested to see Fairy Tale. They look like they've got 3 rings loaded in, going for that.
Looks like that
logo.
did not quite go as expected.
They put one in the logo and one bounced out. They've been shooting 2 at a time. Not something I've seen before.
Don't know where.
Maybe their feeder is a little off.
Still Sport Arena though, trying to pick up rings. 49-91 taking its time.
Fly around the ring.
Oh, looks like they're aiming for our goal here.
Oh, mid goal.
They got the wobble goal on the right side of the field, so they can score that end game now. Lots of rings on the field. They just got to get the picked up. All right, end game.
Let's see.
Fairy Tale's just going
Fairy Tale. The Fairy Tale ending, running down the field.
You got it.
Off for that
putting it out.
Let's see them do it one more time. Run it down.
They get it. They got it. They're good.
They grip it and toss
and
it just
out of there.
These last few seconds.
So that's going to be 2 wobble goals. No power shots. Don't know why the scoring hasn't updated that. It's all unofficial. I was surprised that Fairy Tale was shooting low goal because you don't actually have to shoot the rings. You can just put them in there, according to the rules. So we'll see if 63 points stands. Score coming up right now.
Our official score is
63 points.
Bear in mind, that 40-point end game is a major push for every team that has been able to successfully do it. That autonomous period,
all right.
We will wait for it, and hopefully they'll get their autonomous up and running.
We've got some sponsors to run through, so let's go ahead and run those.
Oh no, we have like 4. Yeah, something low. I forget what it was. It's either 600 or a 4.
We have a lot of very old teams here in New England. Oh wait, we're online again? Cool.
Yep, we're live. And how is everyone? Welcome back. Shout out to the Funny Hat crew. If you guys have team spirit, let us know what you guys normally do at a competition. We know that you probably can't do it this year. We would love to hear about it. I know my team personally, we always had our team shirts on and we were always chanting and doing a whole bunch of other loud, fun things. Some teams come out with mascots and all these other cool things. We would love to know what you guys do. If you guys have any team traditions or anything, let us know.
In the past couple of years, our team has been bringing a boat to events where like two people sort of wear the boat on their shoulders and they paddle it around the arena and it has a bunch of lights on it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't think they would let my school have a boat.
Yeah. Well, it's not like a full-size boat. It's maybe like a 6-foot-long cardboard boat.
That's still 6 feet longer than the boat that they would let us have.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, our team also always bring giant letterboards. I know a lot of teams do that.
I think probably the funnest thing that they let our school do is they let us bring our cheerleaders.
Ooh, that's fun.
We were the only team who up in the stands actually had cheerleaders going off. Because, all the other teams, they're just like, yeah, woo, got our little chant. Woo. We were like, no, we have our actual cheerleaders up here.
Okay, that's actually really funny.
And people at first were looking at it like, wait, your team just has that much money that y'all just like have all the or like one girl looked at us and was like, did y'all just make all the girls dress up as cheerleaders? We were like, no, we actually brought the school cheerleading squad.
Okay, that's cool.
We had nothing better because we were like, no, there's girls that are on the team, and then there's the cheerleaders. We had nothing better to do.
It's actually really cool. Yeah, we have one event here in Maine. The one event here in Maine is the one where it's like all the teams that are going to their third event and they just want to play for fun. So it's always really calm. Nothing too big happens, but it's always a really fun event to see. Sort like the teams that want to leave sort of want to have their last words, and then it's district champs in
we got our
2 weeks.
We got our design. We are running game mode C. We are running setup C with 4 rings on the board. Let's see how this goes. We have all the teams chatting up on the side, and one of our teams is off. Let's see what they can do. Was that a high? That's 2 high. 3 high. Beautiful. And let's see that
it's like Fairy Tale trying to put that. Looks like they're gonna get that wobble goal.
No, the wobble's supposed to be on C. They're just putting it across the line. And we're off. Wait, are we?
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Fairy Tale making sure to reset that bumper for later in the game. Also making sure to pick up the other one so that way they can have that perfect Fairy Tale ending.
4991 getting some rings, looking to go shoot that onto the red goal.
No, they're shooting for the midsection. They've been shooting midsection all day. Let's see that mid work. There we go. Right there. Shoot it again. Load it up, fire it out. Load it up, fire it out. You got eyes, use them.
There goes a high goal shot.
Fairy Tale's taking the high goal. Look at that, just swallowing up rings, being prepared, set, and going.
There goes another high goal shot.
Mid-goal all day. They load up, they sit down, and they just fire.
7 mid goals, 4 high goals already for these two teams.
And with about 15
they can
seconds
add on to that.
in the last 30, we are seeing a beautiful display. And another mid goal. And another high goal. As we approach these final 30 seconds, and we await both teams, Fairy Tale once again going for the ending.
There goes one. Can they get the second?
To go get the other one. They are taking their time. 49-91 going for those PVC.
Oh, they missed it.
One down. Looks like a Texas shootout over here. Let's see if they can get the rest of them.
There goes the second wobbly goal out of the arena.
Both of the wobbles out and one PVC pipe down. Let's see the final score. Hey, look, we even made 2 points.
129-2. Look at that.
As our current unofficial score.
We're pretty good at this game.
What the judges will rate us at. Judges,
we're pretty good at this game, huh?
Your final decision, please. And the judges
Here
have
we go. 149
with a wonderful boost to their average.
Moving up from the 12th and 11th spot to 8th and 7th.
They might be finding a rhythm out here, folks. And that concludes our 27th match as we await our 28th. We're going to watch our field be reset. We're going to watch our referee do everything that he has to do. It looks beautiful over there.
To me, it's so weird seeing these high school kids just casually picking up their robot instead of having like 4 people on each corner of it bringing it onto the field.
Oh, trust me, bench pressing robots. The wonderful pastime of a FRC bot.
That must be fun. I don't know if I'll ever get to try that though.
Oh no, we used to because we used to mount on both the top and bottom of our board.
Yeah.
Mounting we'd put like some of our gear motors under our first board and then still put a baseboard underneath our bot. We had like 3 layers of integration and we would have to like literally hold the bot up and have somebody slide under it on one of the like carjack ramps and go do tune-ups underneath the bot to slide back out.
That's actually really funny. I know a lot of teams here in New England that have sort of like built in hooks into their robots that they can easily like put like a ratchet strap or something on them and just lift it up. Bring it down and then take the hooks out.
And then lift it up.
Yeah.
I think the teams do that.
Oh, I don't know if you want bungee cables because you could get a bungee burn. It's happened before. It's happened to me before, that's for sure.
My team ends up just grabbing the bot. They know where they can and can't hold on to it, so they'll hold the bot.
That makes sense.
They spend so much time trying to avoid getting anything. We've got people cut by our bots because people forgot to sand stuff down. We've had people get shocked by the bots because people touch things that they're not supposed to.
Yeah.
Steamworks actually. The referees tried to get on us for entrapment at one point.
Oh,
we went for an inspection.
That's weird. I've never heard of that before.
So we had this little ramp, like I said, for the gear.
Yeah.
And to tension the ramp, it was tied down.
Ah.
So they called it entrapment. They called it a possibility for entrapment because of the spider web that was tied to hold the entire thing down. And they were like, is this necessary? We're like, yeah,
that's so weird.
Kind of. It like holds our frame together.
That's pretty interesting. I forget. I remember in Stronghold. I think I was either emceeing or on the field for an off-season event, and they had. I had to there's some weird sequence where all the robots were in a completely different order, and I had to walk around the field twice in order to get to the blue line side of the field from red. I remember getting I think I was at Battle Cry when at the beginning of it they always have a little video short, and the video short was of course about the portcullis being banned. Remember that?
My memory's terrible. Don't worry about me.
Oh, well, the portcullis got banned. So it was like a Monty Python style quest trying to find the portcullis. It was hilarious.
'Tis but a scratch.
Yes.
Words to live by. I think at one point we actually had that written on my wall because my coach.
Oh, you did? Okay, that's funny.
No, because my coach used to always take freshmen into our saw room just to show them the actual saw room. We were like, yeah, don't touch this, don't touch that, don't touch this, don't touch that, don't do this, don't do that. And we had one of those saw stops, those saw stop table saws. And so he would take his hand and just, play it. And by the way, just remember, always pay attention and da-da-da-da-da, doom. Let the saw stop drop in as he slowly lifted his hand and touched it. You would see freshmen just jump in horror. So they were like, oh my God.
Okay, that is hilarious.
We thought he cut his finger off and da-da-da-da-da. We were like, no, tis but a scratch. Just
a scratch, yep. That's exactly right. Okay, that's hilarious. Looks like robots are still getting set up here. Get a nice view of the referee's shirt.
I like how everyone is commenting on these rings flying by.
Yeah. I noticed earlier that I saw the ring implants in the field. So
that was from the spray. That was from the spray.
Oh, I just found it funny. You could just see the outline of the rings in the field.
Because that was where you could see where the sanitation fogger goes over things. Our next match is set for Qualification Round 28. We are playing Setup B. That is that middle square. They're aiming for the middle square. Let's see how they do. All the fans that are out there, the teams love the support as we are getting underway. Love hearing from everybody. Where's that bot shooting?
Looks like it is trying to shoot into the middle goal, but missing all 3 attempts there.
The way that bot spun around had me scared for a second, reminding me of one of the earlier matches when people were shooting outside the ring.
It looks like they're going to get that park. And that might be about it for that auto.
And so for that autonomous round, we are looking at about 5 points.
Drivers, pick up your controllers.
0 points.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, and here we go.
We give the scorekeepers time to adjust the score, As the game is underway, both teams are moving. Fairy Tale making sure to get that second box in there so that way they can use it in the last 30 seconds, which has been oh so crucial for these teams. Getting that last 40 points secured as we go high goal, 3 for 3.
Looks like 4991 was trying to go for that middle goal over there and looked like it missed a couple shots. But it did get 1.
Let's see how they fire again. There's another one and another one. Do we have a third? Can I get a hat trick? Oh, and the third one just barely bounces out. These rings fly so fast, if you blink, you will miss it. And there's
One in the middle, too.
another mid. Just lighting up that midsection.
Fairy Tale nails one in the high goal. Looks like it might have bounced out there. And now we're in the end game.
5 seconds. See what they do. 20 seconds on the clock.
Fairy Tale trying to get that wobble goal. Looks like they might be having trouble picking it up.
Oh no, Fairy Tale signature, that wobble goal. Can they get it out?
It's stuck on a ring. Can they get it? They got one.
3, 2, 1. Oh. And with only one.
They got one of them out.
Let's see what their score turns into. And the judges have posted their final score, which is 72 points for the Lions. And as you can see, even with just 5 points in the autonomous, that end game and the driver control makes the difference. If you have a team that can do the job during that midsection and during that ending, you can pull through. The crowd was pleased with this round as well. Start to reset the field again. Once again, chat, what's going on? You guys are so quiet. Are we just like all sitting on the edge of our seats? Or like what's our plan for lunch today? As it's about 1:30, you know? I would have eaten today. Who's buying us lunch?
I had a nice everything bagel just now.
Because I know a lot of teams will go and buy huge meals together. I remember one of the funniest things at the events was like teams would be buying stacks of pizza, or people would be buying like 5 dozen donuts and selling donuts and such. Aisha, I don't think that considers lunch. I think that counts as a snack. 2 cupcakes is a snack.
I would totally eat 2 cupcakes for lunch. Actually, I would have 4 cupcakes for lunch.
That's called young person metabolism. That's exactly what that's called.
Yeah. Don't worry, I haven't done it before. It's okay. We're all good.
You saying that means you've done it before. We know.
No, I actually haven't.
It's okay. We know. Somebody had their birthday at school one day, and so for lunch all you had was like 4 cupcakes. It's okay.
Yeah, that's about right. I remember in 8th grade, my advisor, like every day, she would always buy us like a buffet of dessert, like every day, and we never exactly knew why. But
I wouldn't have asked questions. I don't care why. It was free food.
I know. She would always buy us like this giant bags of chips. She would buy us cakes, like a full cake. She would just buy us various snacks, and we're like, why are you doing this? Although we didn't say that in front of her because then she would have stopped. So we didn't want to ask questions.
Asking questions. That is the.
Yeah, we didn't want to ask questions.
High school had like 2 corner stores around the corner from us, so we always after school would just walk outside, go grab snacks, and walk right back in the building. And as
here we go.
For qualification match number 29, we have set up B, which is one ring and the midsection. One ring and the midsection. They're also back on the blue side, which is, I believe, where they put out that huge point title last time. Let's see what happens.
Yep, that's exactly right.
As we're getting underway for match 29 of the day. Let's hope our teams are ready, and we're going. 30-second has started. We're getting ready to fire. Firing high, high, high. We have 3 high, and they are all put away nice and neat. For a beautiful 36 points, fresh out the gate.
Putting that wobble goal down and pushing it over. Smart move.
Still considered on the line? I don't know. Wait for the judges' decision. Oh, they are considered parked.
Yep, looks like they are exactly on that line.
Driver, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Robots swerving around the arena. 49-91 looking for that middle goal once again.
Starting off this match, Fairy Tale doing what they always set out to do, getting those wobble goals in position for the end game. Now let's see those shots rain out. 49-91 has been a killer on that mid goal. Can they do it again?
Shots bouncing. 3 shots bouncing out.
Not yet.
Fairy Tale's trying to grab more rings.
Heather celebrating a little early, declaring goals, and they just don't seem to be staying. But a high goal from Fairy Tale.
Missing another one there. 49-91 turning around. Aiming for that middle goal again. See if they can actually get shots in there, and looks like no, they cannot. They have to back up a little bit.
Just off for both teams.
Yeah.
There we go. There's another high goal.
They might need to back up if they want to score more points.
Remember, we're not allowed to coach.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
And in these last 30 seconds, Fairy Tale for that wobble goal, trying to get a grip. 20 seconds left on the clock.
They got it.
They're running, and 49-91 taking out 2 of those high bars. Can they get the third? Oh, for the goal. Let's see it going. 2,
get it.
1.
Can they get it? They cannot. Still a very good showing here.
And with the current unofficial score sitting at 117, this is a wonderful match to be looking forward to. And our official score from the judges coming back is 117. With a beautiful
50-point end game.
That autonomous in the end game can really push you over, even if your driver control isn't your strongest point. Note, only 26 points in control, but 50 points in the end game and an additional 41 points in autonomous pushes them up to 117.
Yeah, I think that was probably the highest end game we've had all day. The only end game thing that they missed was knocking over that last power shot. So going 2 for 3, really good. It does look like Fairy Tale's having some issues with their intake. They've been having those issues the entire time, but they've got one more match left. But before we move on to the next, we've got a sponsor video. So production, could you run that sponsor video?
Antique trucks, tractors, cars, and so much more. It's all here at the Keystone Antique Truck and Tractor Museum in Colonial Heights, Virginia. Visitors from across the world are making their way here. Now discover why you'll want to, too.
Keystone Truck and Tractor Museum is a pretty diverse collection of stuff. We have around 180 tractors. We have close to 100 road trucks. We have motorcycles, cars, pickups, all kinds of artifacts, tools, drink bottle collection, soft drink stuff. We have a garage. Just about anything you would have run into back in the day working on old cars and trucks. We have a wide variety, range of tractors and farm equipment. From the turn of the century on up through years, back in the day, it was pretty simple to work on, and most mechanics could do about anything you need to do to a tractor. They were just so simple, just the average hand tools, and you could keep a machine running.
Once they hand me the keys to this beauty, I'm gonna hit the road. Maybe cars are more your speed. The Keystone Antique Truck and Tractor Museum has an incredible collection.
This is one of the unique cars here, 1944, and it's been beautifully restored. It has a 350 Chevy motor and a turbo 400 automatic transmission. The interior work was done by some of the people that worked on the ZZ Top Eliminator car. This car has really been immaculately done.
The Keystone Antique Truck and Tractor Museum houses a huge, world-class collection of trucks. It sends your mind into overdrive when you stop to appreciate these trucks are the backbone of modern American commerce.
This is our new addition to the museum behind me here, 35,000 square feet. We fill it with road trucks that kind of give us a history of the past of the trucking industry, which I earned my living at for 50 years. Most of these trucks are pre-1970s. We have tankers, we have trucks that use full vans, flatbeds, any number of commodities. I have a 1957 flexible bus that got from a gentleman called the Gadget Guru.
Every corner of the Keystone Antique Truck and Tractor Museum is filled with treasures and trinkets that are sure to delight the amateur visitor to the expert. There's something at every corner.
They're about to exit out. Our referee making sure that all operations are together as we get ready to figure out what our setup for this last and final match is for this session. Once again, this is the final qualification match for Team 1538, Team Fairy Tale, and I'm not able to see the other team's number right now. I believe it's 4991. See what their name is.
We're going with setup B.
So that is one ring, and they are in the middle square. The stage is clear. Teams are set. And they're off. Once again, Fairy Tale taking off that autonomous lead, attempting to shoot. Oh, 1, 2.
That's really weird how they shoot.
3. That high goal.
Yeah, it's really weird at the angle, so it looks like they're going to hit off the field, but they hit dead on. That's one of the things that a one-wheel flywheel could do to a robot, and that's why they may have missed in previous matches.
I mean,
Driver, pick up your controller.
I definitely remember
3,
how to angle my
2, 1.
so that way I can actually hit things.
So 41 points in auto, that's probably one of the higher ones that we've seen. Let's see, Taliop, they were a little bit low in the last match. Let's see if they can get that back up. They've been a team that's consistently getting a high auto and a high end game. All they need to do is boost their mid game, and their points would be beautiful. Look at that mid thing. Just filling up that mid target and the high target. Look at that. Human player unable to keep up with the fury of shots going through that goal. They've got both wobble goals in position. Fairy Tale's intake looks like it's working better now, so they're able to get the rings off the ground. And they can then shoot. They've got 3 loaded right here. They're about to take aim. 1,
Beautiful.
2, mid goal.
Oh, thank you for the points.
They gave us some points. Look at that.
Midpoint. Ooh, those midpoints. And look at that, with 125 with 15 seconds to go left. They are going for one of the high scores for this round. Can they beat the 174 that has been set at the table in their final match? Let's see it.
Hit another mid-goal.
And another mid-goal. And another mid-goal. Can they make the mark as they approach the final 30 seconds? The clock is counting down. If they get both of the wobble and both of the 200, and they get it over.
There we go.
Down, get it out, and let's see what these points looking like. Oh, that's one.
Did Fairy Tale get the second one? They got 7 seconds. And it's out of there.
Both wobbles.
They did it. They parked on the line. Ooh,
Parking on the line doesn't get you any points in this game, but
over the wobble, both the wobbles are out. They knocked one of the PVC pipes back. I think we have a new high score, folks.
I don't know. They hit 4 of the mid goals for blue, and I think that's going to be the difference between them and a high score. Because
the score right now is like 198.
It says 198.
Let's see what the board has to say for the finish.
198. Yep.
We have a high score, folks. Reset your boards. Fairy Tale has made it happen. The Gear Freaks have done. We have a new high score.
I'm seeing 119 point autonomous. I don't know where most of those points came from. I didn't see 198. Yeah, I didn't see 119 points of autonomous, but driver controlled seems right. I think those 4 discs that they shot in mid goal, had they shot that in high goal, it would be it would have broken 200. But
they gave us a new high score. We got 16 points. Look at that.
16 points has been our high score. But next we have Saint Robotics and the Prodigies. The Prodigies with the number of 1862. St. Mark Robotics with the number of 11.